Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce. So Sacramento will get the first possession here. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Jayshawn Tate, John Collins out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Joe in at the 2 spot. Murray, no good.
Well, DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run for the Suns. Shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
Now here's Fox. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Pretty nice looking shot there from De'Aaron Fox, looking more comfortable.
Pass to Joe. Ayton with it. He's guarded by Sabonis. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And the former 1-1, the first overall draft pick. Ayton, he's just a different matchup.
That size, BA, and that great touch around the rim. He runs the floor. He's a big presence down there. You just don't see a ton of centers like him around this league like you once did in the 80s and early 90s. Ayton's game presents a pretty hefty matchup issue.
Murray can score in a multitude of ways, Grant.
Oh, yes, he can, B.A. I mean, he can feast from the post, the mid-range, and the three-point line as well. He always plays under control at his own pace, and that's why he looks so fluid out there on the floor.
And with all the player movement this offseason, we're seeing some teams that are still building chemistry, Brent.
Yeah, you're right, B.A. You can't simulate this stuff in training camp. Even though you're scrimmaging a ton and going through the playbook, you have to be out here. You have to be on an NBA floor. You have to watch the way guys adjust to things that are happening on the fly. And that'll settle these teams in once they get familiar with one another. And trust me, Dennis Schroeder would love to score the basketball, but his ability to set up his teammates is also effective.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, and in close games like this one, B.A., you need toughness. Guys who will run to the fight and get after it. The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Count it. Ayton's got 5 points.
He's a pretty high percentage shooter from there. Ayton's size and touch, it's a pretty tough combo to go against.
Fox, the pass to Barnes. Now here's Fox. Outside Herter. Just 5 on the clock. Offensive rebound. Here's Sabonis. Here's Murray. Collins with the defensive effort. To the right side. Here's Joe. No good there. So the Kings will take it the other way. A tough loss coming against the Lakers in their last game played.
Yeah, we know that on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Well, it can affect your confidence, not just as the player shooting, but the entire team. So defenses might get a little bit more aggressive, and then you got to think about the next free throw.
Here's Schroeder, following the score by Sacramento. Ayton inside. He's guarded by Sabonis. And there's Ayton on the assist from Schroeder.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
And there's the call on Dennis Schroeder. That's his first foul. Here's Monk. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Kings ahead, up 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And what do you think about the Kings here, guys?
Was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
Mitchell and Monk, they're the backcourt. Trey Lyles is out there with Davis. And it's Metu in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Well, De'Aaron Fox is a competitor. He said, I want to win. I know there's more that I can do. Just trying to create a spark, some type of energy. You can talk about what you did in high school and college, but you have to take it to a totally different level if you want to be one of those guys in the league. Brian?
Allie, thank you. Here's Monk after missing his first attempt. Now 1 for 2.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Well, Brent, this Kings franchise looking to turn things around. It's been years since they've contended.
Yeah, B.A., you don't ever really want to get specific with win totals on a year, but how nice would it be for the Kings to hit that 40-win mark and try to get themselves into the postseason? Just hoping this recent coaching change will give them that boost to finally have some postseason basketball in Sacramento.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Sabonis, he's checked in for Metu. Barnes comes in for Lyles. Herter's checked in for Davis. And De'Aaron Fox is subbed in for Mitchell. Now here's Diallo. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Going all in. That was the 2K drive. Well worth a second look.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
Pass to Monk. 11 feet out. Kept alive. Shot's good by Sabonis. Sabonis has gotten his second bucket on the night.
And you have to appreciate the heart they've shown on the offensive boards this quarter.
Here's Reed. Barnes with the rebound. The Kings leading. You know, back in 2010, Harrison Barnes was the top recruit in the country out of high school grade.
Yeah, and interestingly, Barnes decided to play 2 seasons at North Carolina. Unheard of these days for someone with Harrison's pedigree.
Reed. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Malik Monk picks one up.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
The Kings making a switch here. Murray's checked in. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Herter finds Fox. Back to Herter. Steps back and shoots. And he drops that one in. Herter's got his first 2 points.
More and more showing his well-rounded offensive game. That's Herter in his comfort zone.
Reed, no good.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Here's Murray. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
And the physical style Murray plays with will serve him well in this league.
The free throw drops from Murray. Some changes for Sacramento. Lyles, he's checked in for Domantas Sabonis. And it's Davis in for Barnes. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Tate. And the layup is good off the glass.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
And Sacramento has possession. 6-point game. Pass to Davis. DiVincenzo against Herter. DiVincenzo with the steal. That's good from Tate on the assist by DiVincenzo.
And sometimes the simplest play is the best one. DiVincenzo made it.
There's 14 seconds left in the first half. Herter passes to Fox. Pass to Lyles. Shoots over Ayton. And no good, trying to use the glass. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Kings ahead, up 4. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Quite the tussle there in the first half, huh? A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's something they can hang their hat on. They gained a little ground there in the second quarter. What'd you think about Sacramento, Kenny?
Great work on the glass so far. They're hustling and short.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And Brent, you look at the Defensive Player of the Year award. Generally, the province of big men. Does that shortchange the great perimeter defenders?
I think so. I mean, we're seeing more and more with teams playing small, BA, the value of being switchable on the perimeter and taking on the best offensive player that tends to come from the wing position. That you got to put some more value in how wing defenders are out there and shutting down primary offensive players on the other team.
Dennis Schroeder is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Jae'Sean Tate. And it's Collins in at power forward.
Harrison Barnes very comfortable in that catch and shoot.
And guess what, guys? I mean, one of the ways De'Aaron Fox improved his skills growing up was playing 2K, learning the NBA game on 2K. I love it.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Well, the Kings made a big trade last season to acquire all-star Domantas Sabonis. It's clear they want to break from their league-long playoff drought, and they're hoping he can help them do it. He said, quote, "It's exciting. I want to be here. We're going to fight and get wins." Back to you.
Yeah, they're all in, Allie. Thank you. And some changes here for the Kings. Metu comes in for Murray, and it's Monk in for Herter. And De'Aaron, playing 2K growing up, his dad encouraged him to observe. Take note.
Good advice. I mean, De'Aaron learned a lot about things like ball screens, pick and roll from playing video games, stuff like that. I mean, Fox used 2K as a way to study the game of basketball. Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Nice shot by DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo's got his second basket.
Some contact there, but no whistle. Didn't matter. Dante stays focused.
Pass to Monk. Down low. Stolen by Collins. Tate against Fox. And Tate gets it to go.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Fox, the pass to Barnes. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his fifth assist in this one.
The league's attitude towards the mid-range shot has changed quite a bit, and Harrison Barnes may reflect that more than anyone.
And some changes here for the Kings. Lyles, he's checked in for Sabonis. Davis comes in for Barnes. And Mitchell subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. Now with Barnes, it wasn't too long ago that he really relied on the mid-range jumper.
Yeah, BA, you go back just a few seasons to 2017, and he was in the league's top 10 in mid-range attempts. And now you just don't ever see him operate there. It's either threes or getting all the way to the rim. So the shot diet for HB has changed.
Schroeder, he's checked in for Alvarado. Diallo against Davis. Here's Nesmith. And he lays it up and in. Nesmith's gotten his first basket of the night.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Monk passes to Mitchell. And here's Davis. And the call will be against Hamidou Diallo. That's his first foul. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Diallo against Davis. Oh, a terrific swat. Pass to Diallo. Here's Nesmith. The shot, no good. So the Kings will take it the other way. Here's Monk. Here's Metu. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass. Metu's got his second bucket of the night.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Mitchell with the ball. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's Sacramento closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. The Kings leading. Fox runs point with Herter by his side. Up front, it'll be Murray and Sabonis. And it's Barnes in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. To the wing, right side. Clock at 6. To the inside. Here's Herter. Soft touch off the glass. And the Kings lead by 9.
Well, Herter also comfortable getting physical and scoring against the defense, not just showing that he shoots it.
That one falls.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after a good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
You're trying to close that gap. It's going to hinge on plays like this one, creating high percentage looks right inside.
And it's the Kings with the ball. Here's Fox. Oh, it's stolen.
Wow, you watched the defender, and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play on it to intercept the ball in the passing lane.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
Well, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge for them this entire game. And let's be honest, you have to knock down threes to win games these days.
Fox finds Murray. Shot clock at 5. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, good commitment from Murray. He stays with his shot and gets the contact.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Alvarado, and he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Here's DiVincenzo, and he gets the bucket.
Well, he's got no problems getting inside if there's that kind of room available. Dante with 2.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Here's Fox. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Kings lead by 5.
Look at Murray stepping up big time. I mean, we know he wants to be a trusted scorer when they need a bucket, and he shows it.
Herter against Tate. Oh, stolen by Tate. Here's DiVincenzo. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
And Dante stepping up big time for his teammates.
And Sacramento has possession. Here's Fox. Altama grabs the board.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Tate with it. He's picked up by Barnes. The shot comes out. So Sacramento will take it the other way. Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A. The clock is theirs to burn.
Absolutely no room for error.
Everything has to almost fall perfectly for them to pull this out.
Sabonis against DiVincenzo. Outside Tate. 6 on the shot clock. Money.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
DiVincenzo against Fox.
That's just poor clock management defensively.
Good on the first, and that'll put him up 2.
And for a point like Fox, handling the ball late in games, I mean, you'll be in this situation a lot. Question is, now can they protect the three-point lead he's given them?
Guys, your thoughts?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick two and then foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
All right, time now to present our New Balance Player of the Game, Harrison Barnes.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off, hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
So a close game sees Sacramento taking this one. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up.
Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. For the Utah Jazz, they come in off a good outing against the Houston Rockets. And boy, they got by the skin of their teeth there, winning by 1 point. That was a battle.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You got to trust in the system.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, they've got Markkanen. Colin Sexton is out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Olynyk.
And you know there aren't many teams with a more dedicated fan base than Utah. The Jazz fans are behind their team no matter what.
It's always striking, Greg, to see the bond between the Jazz team and their followers.
Well, when you're the only game in town, people take the team to heart. And we see it in cities like Portland and San Antonio as well. The fans form that attachment to their team.
And that's a rare missed opportunity from him. He'd been good as gold up until that point.
A shot by Clarkson, no good. Last outing for Vancouver, it was a loss to the Kings in Sacramento. And Ayton throws it down.
And this is what you love about Ayton. Highly skilled, he can face you up, then take you off the bounce.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Outside, Markkanen. Back to Sexton. Clock at 6. Shot, high post. Vancouver pulls it in. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. I had a chance to catch up with Utah's head coach. He told me it's always a challenge when you face a team this opportunistic. He said those guys are going to look to take advantage of any weakness. We have to really communicate defensively tonight. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, thank you, David. Greg, real concern about getting outshot early on. What do you think they can do to prevent it?
Well, you have to find a way to stay attached to the shooters. That means fighting through picks and helping one another.
Yeah, you've got to be aggressive defensively, no doubt. But at the same time, you don't want to send good shooters to the line. Play hard, be aggressive, but under control.
And that's one of those guys who just tends to live at the line. Sexton's working hard to improve his consistency there.
So Vancouver ends up going with a new group. Passes to Nesmith. 50 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Alvarado. Got a piece of it. And here's Sexton. Here's Agbaji. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. And it's all knotted up.
Sexton has to just keep developing his court awareness. You want to see more passing from him.
Aldama can't hit. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Here's Horton Tucker. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up.
Better safe than sorry, right?
Now, here's Nesmith. Alvarado passes to Tate. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Sexton. Alvarado grabs the board. Second shot opportunity. First quarter wrapping up here, and Clark, it's a tie ball game. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how Vancouver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Clark, of guys playing today, who would you put your money on to be a successful NBA coach?
You know, Kevin, the smart money is on point guards, but I think any player that's been a student of the game could be a successful coach. But point guards most likely is my answer. Chris Paul, maybe even a guy like Jalen Brunson in the future.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. We've got Chris Dunn. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Lauri Markkanen. And it's Agbaji in at the 3 spot. Vancouver making a switch here. Collins is checked in. And Utah with a change here, too. Clarkson's checked in. Now, here's Bull. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Ayton. Markkanen pulls it in.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Well, one thing you like there is the extra pass. Evidence that the game is starting to slow down for Dunn.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Now, here's Olynyk. Out to Clarkson. From outside, off the mark.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, The numbers are almost identical year to year.
Here's Dunn. Bull making his last shot. And a first time out of the game called for Utah. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Tate, he's checked in for Vancouver. Rudy Gay's checked in for the Jazz. Sexton comes in for Chris Dunn. Sexton the pass to Markkanen. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Markkanen's got his first bucket in this one.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
And it's Schroeder missing. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, some people call John Collins John the Baptist for how he dunks over defenders. He says, the game is slowing down for me. I'm able to see my spots. I want to continue to build on that and be looked at as a pillar, a guy that can be counted upon. Kevin, it seems he's hungry for more. Back to you.
He's a big-time dunker, that's for sure, looking to reach his full potential. David, thanks. And Utah has possession. After Vancouver picking up a basket just moments ago. Gay kicks to Clarkson. Jacks up a three. Hands with the ball is out of bounds. Clarkson touched it last. .32 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Tate. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. The game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Here's Collins, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And how about the heart from Collins on that play, working through the foul for the and one opportunity.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. That one misses for Collins. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Vancouver leads by only 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, John. You are having your way.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal. And looking at Vancouver, Kenny, give us your take.
They're running a smooth offense tonight, creating high-quality shots. Motions, sharp as a razor. Their spacing is excellent. They're moving the ball well. I love the way this team is.
And that should do.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. DeAndre Ayton with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Cole is out there with Collins. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Schroeder in at the 1. And for Utah, we've got Kelly Olynyk. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Sexton. Then there's Markkanen. Now, here's Clarkson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Stolen by Clarkson. Here's Olynyk. Banked in off the glass. Olynyk's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Jazz.
Often you find him out on the wing, but Olynyk seizing the opportunity to go inside and dig out that extra possession. Markkanen inside the line. Vancouver pulls it in. Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
And Markkanen can give you, Greg, a solid defensive effort at both the 3 and the 4.
And Kevin, many thought Markkanen was a defensive liability but give him credit. Worked hard to prove he wasn't. And while not a superb defender, he has become a plus defender for this team.
And the Jazz call time here.
And Collins is shown to be a game changer on the floor. The problem for him has been staying on the floor. Has fought the injury bug his whole career.
Chris Dunn's checked in for Clarkson. Roman here now for an injury report. Let's check in with David Aldridge for an injury update on Chris Dunn. David.
Hey guys, Utah's head athletic trainer gave me an update. He's got an injury to his elbow, specifically his elbow joint, and it looks like it's a pinched nerve. Well, this is definitely unlucky, and especially right at the start of the season. The adjustments will be plentiful going forward. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
So it's the Jazz now, after Vancouver picking up a basket just moments ago. 6 on the shot clock. Now the pass to Olynyk. From deep three-point range, it's held in by Diallo. For Collins, he has yet to play close to a full slate of games, Greg, in a single season.
Collins has missed time in each season he's played. He's young enough. A few years of good injury fortune can change the narrative, and let's just hope that's the case for his sake.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
It'll be Vancouver with their first time out of the game here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And the Jazz making a change here. Markkanen's checked in. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for Vancouver. The lead is 2. Tate finds Ayton. And it's blocked. And so it looks like Vancouver will retain possession here. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Jazz trail by 4. The Jazz shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And that one misses.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. He hits the second from the line.
Boy, I tell you what, Dunn does a little bit of everything out there. A stat sheet stuffer for sure. He scores it, he passes it well, and he also gets to the glass from his position.
Good on the bucket.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Knocked loose. Outside, Markkanen. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
Boy, in this day and age of how the game is played, Markkanen's skill set, hand in glove fit, superb at spacing the floor with his shooting stroke.
The Jazz have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. And the first one at the line is good. And Markkanen drops them both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Bull with it. Markkanen on him. That one good for 2. Bulls got the lead up to 5 now for Vancouver.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length. Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's Vancouver up by 5. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Here's Alvarado. Now a timeout called by Vancouver. Vancouver making a switch here. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys. Vancouver's coach got into his team during that timeout. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Thanks so much, David. We've got Jae'Sean Tate. John Collins is out there with Ayton. Then there's Bull, and it's Alvarado in at the point guard.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And a strong showing of physical strength there from Ayton. Defenders have their hands full when he's around the rim.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And catching the defense flat-footed and taking full advantage. Big bucket there to extend the lead.
Here's Collins. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And it's a 9-point Vancouver lead.
And that's a tough shot. For an athletic big man like Collins, finishing through contact is something you've got to be able to do.
And the Jazz call time here. One of the stories here, John Collins getting it done today.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Vancouver. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Utah.
Attacking inside. Clarkson plays with a chip on his shoulder, like he's trying to prove something every night. That's not a bad way to play when you're young and up and coming.
And that one's good, Ayton.
That's a confident play there. Great execution.
1:46 left to play here in the fourth. And the foul on Jae'Sean Tate. That's his third foul of the game. 1:42 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Clarkson. And it goes down 2 points. Clarkson's got 4 this quarter.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Pass to Collins. Ayton trying to break free. Shot by Collins, no good. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They trail by 7. Shoots over Schroeder. Vancouver pulls it in. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
And a lot of players might have passed that shot up. Not Collins. He stays aggressive and draws the foul.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line. And it's a 9-point ball game here. The Jazz on offense. Here's Clarkson. Yep, that one goes in there.
You know, the defense was there, but Clarkson fearless inside.
Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Now, here's Tate. There's 47 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And the dunk by Bull.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Tate against Clarkson. Crafty move. The feed now to Olynyk. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Gets the first, and that brings them within 8. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Tate. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Here's Horton Tucker. Another miss by Utah. The possibility here of pushing their lead to double digits.
And mentally, I think it makes this an even bigger edge.
So crafty and clever at finishing inside. Schroeder doesn't lack confidence trying to get it up and down from this area.
Here's Abaji. And a miss there on the triple. So it's Vancouver picking up the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.